Hey, what's happening, team? This is Coach Christian here, and I'm going to give you my favorite 5 tips so that you can burn more fat. These 5 tips. If you only did these 5 things, very simple, very basic, kind of just going back to the basics, but if you do these 5 things, you will burn more fat. And getting to tip number 1. Tip number 1 is avoid processed foods. So heavily processed foods, try to eat real food. If you just did that alone, you would definitely decrease your caloric intake because it is harder to eat real food than these processed foods. You'd be surprised, people spend billions and millions of dollars for these food companies to make a potato chip so you can't eat one, right? You have to eat the whole freaking bag, and they spend a lot of money to make sure you get the perfect crunch, the perfect flavor, perfect all of that kind of stuff to make you eat more of their product. If you ate just whole real foods, that would be my tip number 1. Avoid heavily processed foods and you will burn more fat. Guaranteed that if you did that one thing alone, you would burn more fat. Tip number 2 is hit your protein goal. Protein goals vary from each person depending on your activity, your weight, your height, your age, all of these different things. But if you hit your protein goal, it would be anywhere between half of your body weight in grams of protein to 1 gram per pound of body weight. It's going to vary in between. Talk to your coach. They will come up with a macro plan for you. But anywhere in between that, I like to do it higher because protein burns more fat and builds more muscle. So I like to do about a gram per pound on your body. So if you're 150, I would recommend 150 grams of protein each day. That is tip number 2. Number 3, increase your daily activity. You can do a 5-minute walk after every meal to help digest your food. That would increase your activity by 15 minutes a day. If you did 3 meals, 5-minute walk after your meal. That will increase your steps, increase your activity, increase your calorie burn. It is an easy way to get those steps. If you have one of those Apple Watches, you can help close your ring each day with a 5-minute walk. That is my 3rd tip. Increase your activity. Find a little thing, 5-minute walk after a meal. That is a habit stack. So you eat something, which is a habit, and you stack a habit on top of that, which is the 5-minute walk. It makes it so you adhere to that 5-minute walk much more if you just abstractly, I'm going to do a 5-minute walk 3 times, I don't know when. Attach it to something that you do habitually, and it makes it so much easier for you to continue to do that habit, which would be the 5-minute walk after you eat. That is my 3rd step. Number 4, you're probably already doing it, resistance train. We want to train with intensity. We want to lift heavier weight, good form, but we do want to resistance train with weights, with bands, with medicine balls. We want to be able to resistance train so that we can build muscle, which would in turn increase that metabolism to burn more fat. And then my 5th tip, making this short and sweet, is sleep. Oh my goodness, if I can tell you, track your sleep. If you have one of these watches, track your sleep. If you get 7 to 8 hours of sleep, you're burning about 600 calories. 600 calories sleeping. If you're getting only 4 or 5 hours of sleep, you're getting maybe 250, maybe 300. You can double that. You know how long you have to run doing cardio? You have to run 30 minutes to burn that extra 300 calories. So just sleep. Get good sleep. Have a bedtime routine. A lot of people, they have the TV on and then they turn the TV off and all right, it's time to bed, and they can't sleep and they wonder why. With that light, all of the lights on, the TV, the technology, the computers, the phones, that tells your brain it's not time to go to bed yet. And if you try to go to sleep right after you're looking at your phone, looking at your TV, looking at all these lights and all this other stuff, your brain is not releasing the melatonin telling you to go to bed unless all those lights are off. So have a routine. Turn all those things off, maybe an hour before bedtime. Go through a routine. Take your shower, do what you need to do, read a book, have candles on, do something to reduce all of that blue light, all of that stuff telling your brain to stay awake, and you'll get a better quality amount of sleep. Even if you're sleeping 8 hours now, you're probably not getting 8 hours of quality sleep because of all the technology you're looking at right before you go to bed. You're probably losing about an hour of that, an hour and a half of that. Trust me, I've been tracking my sleep lately, and it's been a game changer going through a night routine that will help you to get more quality sleep so you wake up refreshed in the morning. So once again, I'm gonna go over those tips one more time. There's 5 of them. Number 1, that was, I'm gonna be out of order with this one. Whole foods, eat whole foods, avoid heavily processed foods. Number 2, hit that protein goal. I recommend 1 gram per pound of body weight on your body. Number 3, increase your activity. Attach a 5-minute walk, a 10-minute walk, a 20-minute walk after each meal. Increase gradually, build the habit small, and then increase the intensity, right? And attach it to a meal. That makes it so much easier to adhere to your the new habit you're trying to create. So yeah, increase your activity. Number 4, resistance train. You're probably already doing that. Number 5, get quality sleep. You can be getting 8-9 hours, but if it's not quality sleep, you are losing out and you're not going to wake up refreshed. So those 5 things will help you to burn more fat, and it doesn't take a lot of effort. Those 5 things alone will burn a ton more fat on your body. So those are my tips for you. I hope they work out for you. Leave a comment. Let me know if you're already doing them, or go ahead and message me if any of these things helped you out. Until next time, team, have a great day.